Here with head cross country and track and field coach Tony Filipek. So going into this season, obviously last season was more about, as you mentioned, was more about learning how to train and taking that and carrying it over. Now we have a lot of returners from who have gotten that training experience, as add in a good handful of new players. What are we looking for this year?
So a little bit different on both sides, a little bit different on the men's side. As the women's side, I'll start with the women. We actually have a lot of new returners on the women's side, are a lot of incoming athletes as well as returners. We graduated 0 in terms of our numbers on the women's cross country side, and we graduated 0 again this year. So when I got here, we had maybe 6 cross country runners. We have 11 women running cross country this year, and we'll hopefully be in that 15 to 20 range next year. So we're in a building stage still, with most of the team being young, where we just did a time trial this week, first week back, and we have 5 new girls in our top 7. So that's very promising. We can build off of that as well as get our returners better. So I'm excited for the season to see old faces, new faces, and whatnot, and build off of that again for the 2024 season as well. Where the guys, we're going to graduate a lot of guys this year. So we've got to hit the ground running on recruiting this year. We brought in 5 incoming male athletes this year. I think that Darian Comfort is an incoming freshman that is from the Romeo area, very good program there, and he was second in our time trial this week as a freshman. And our top 5 guys are pretty experienced and talented, and they'll bring a lot to the table, whereas each and every meet, they're going to push each other to get better. And, it's just a really solid, experienced group on the guy side, where the female side of things, we're still young and learning and developmental, but hungry in that aspect and going to build off of this season into the next season. But we're about equal numbers on both sides. 12 guys, 11 girls this year. So that's good to have a little bit more depth than we've had in the past.
Last year, especially notably on the women's side, you had the lack of depth, culminating with the lack of experience. Say the good thing about freshmen, they become sophomores. Then you have sophomores becoming a large group of juniors carrying the team. How much of the leadership from that group do you expect to carry over?
Well, on the plus side, the girls that are juniors this year, as freshmen and sophomores, they were able to compete. So they can draw from that experience for our new freshmen. But our freshmen are no joke either. They're going to come in right away and try to make a statement. So if they can work together in a cooperative effort, it's going to be the best of both worlds here. And hopefully new girls coming in can help make the more experienced girls a little more hungry as well. There's more accountability there, right? Whereas in the past, we may have had 6 runners, and we're going to take 7 to regional. So guess what? You're in automatically. Now we've got to work together to get better, but we've got 11 girls now. So it helps the entire team and program to get better when you start to have more of those numbers. And whether it's experienced runners or whether it's fresh new runners that are really hungry to make a difference as well, it's a good combination to have.
And any final thoughts you'd like to add?
I'm ready to go to Tech this week. We're going to preview the conference championship course to hopefully give us a good indicator of what that course has to offer and how to prepare for that, as the most important meets of the season obviously are the conference championships and the regional championships for us. And if we can gain an advantage by getting some experience on that course, not a lot of people are going to probably travel to Tech for an early season meet, but we're in the UP. We'd like to support UP programs, and it's a 4-hour drive for us, whereas a 7 or 8 hour drive for a lot of other people. So it's advantageous for us to get out there on that course and it's going to help out with a range of things, including visualization going into the conference championship. You'll be able to imagine yourself finishing the race and passing people up a hill, around the corner, around the bend, over the bridge, whatever. You can see the course in your mind, and potentially snow on the course come October 21st.
All right. Thank you for your time, and good luck this season.